Hey YouTube, how's it going? Jose here. So you can tell by the title, I got my first ever 5-star bonus, and we'll get to that in a few seconds. Kind of just wanted to talk to you about what's been going on the last few weeks in regards with Instacart. After that last video that I posted about the averaging the $20 per hour, which was a really great week, things have kind of started slowing down a bit, if you will. Came Mother's Day. Was a slow weekend, and after talking with some of the shoppers that have been with Instacart for a longer time, they tell me that the holidays are typically slow days with Instacart. So it is what it is. And then this Memorial Day weekend that just passed a couple of weekends ago, it was really slow, and there were very small orders too. So on that Sunday before Memorial Day, I was dropping off a delivery only, so just picked up some groceries that were already pulled, if you will, and just dropped them off. And I decided to go ahead and just head home. I didn't want to waste my whole Sunday just waiting around the store, waiting an hour or 2 hours for an order. And I was willing to accept getting a reliability incident. And a reliability incident, is if you end your shift or if you don't accept an order or batch when you get it offered to you, and you get up to 5 reliability incidents within a 30-day period. So, and in my short 4 months that I've been doing Instacart, I haven't had one. So at that point, being as slow as it was, I was willing to go ahead and take a reliability incident. But what happened was, after I went home, I went and had lunch, went and took the kids to the movies, and 3 hours after I decided to go home, I get a text from Instacart telling me that it's a slow day. They have more shoppers than they really need. If I wanted to go ahead and end my shift early without any penalty. And so I said, okay. I was at the movies when I received the text anyhow, so I went ahead and accepted that, and I didn't have to accrue a reliability incident, which is good. So. And then this past weekend, which was the weekend after Memorial Day weekend, Saturday was good. Wasn't great, but it was really solid. The tips were great, so that's good. And Sunday started off in the morning. It started off pretty good. Got a couple back-to-back orders, and then it was slow. Waited like an hour before I got another order. When we then got back to the store, waited like another 30-45 minutes for another small order. The smallest order that I've received basically to date, which was like 4 items, and it was like 4 different nail polish for somebody, and they just lived like half a mile from the store. So I was there. Took me maybe 10-15 minutes, and I was back at the store waiting, and so it wasn't that great. Overall, the weekend was good because of the Saturday and because of the tips, but Sunday was slower, and I don't know. I kind of get the feel that I know there's gonna be slow days and good days with Instacart, but lately I've been seeing a lot of new faces as far as shoppers, Instacart shoppers. So I don't know if it's so much that it's a slow day, or it's they're just a lot of shoppers now, or they've hired a lot of shoppers now. So I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's you're dealing with having slow days, and then you're dealing with Instacart growing, especially here in Houston. Instacart is starting to really grow. I mean, you're hearing it a lot on radio stations, and you're hearing it promoted heavily. So of course there's a lot of new faces that I told you that I've been seeing with Instacart, and I can only assume that the new shoppers are getting some of the orders just because they're new. So I could be completely wrong, and I may be, but it just kind of feels that because I've gotten my speed up pretty well. I'm not the fastest by any means, I think my average is around 82, 84 seconds as far as the speed. And when I get to the store that is the hot store for the zone that I work in, I get there and I'm waiting, and there's orders, especially some of these orders that at this store that we go there's an area for Instacart that has, because there's a lot of in-store shoppers that do the shopping, and they kind of bag everything up and setting on these shelves ready for for full service shoppers like myself to come and pick these up. So as a full service shopper, you can get an order where you go and you shop the groceries for the customer. You go through the aisles and get them, but then you also get delivery onlys, deliveries where you just come, you go and you get on your app, you get the customer's bags, and you scan each bag. They put a barcode label. When the in-store shoppers bag these, they put barcode labels on each bag, and you just scan them in and you go and deliver them. And so there's been like I was saying, I get to the store and there's several orders. There's probably at least 10 different orders on the racks or on the shelves, waiting to be delivered, and I'm there waiting 30, 40 minutes and nothing. And then you see a new face, a new person that recently started with Instacart comes in, and they get 2 or 3 orders at once. So it's typical that you get 2, 3, 4 orders when it's delivery only, and then every now and then you get just one, which is not great, especially now with a delivery only. Rates have been cut basically in half. When I started back in February, the delivery onlys were about $7. So you would get about $7 for a delivery only, which is basically, like I said before, just picking up the groceries and then dropping off to the customer. You get $7. Now it's down to like $3.50, and this week coming up, for the shift that I'm signed up on Saturday, it's now $3.45. So in the 4 months that I've been doing this, I've seen the rates kind of go down, even for the base pay for doing the shopping. When I first started, it was in the high $7, almost $8, and now it's from the high $5, $5.85 to $6.85. So it's about maybe $1 decrease on the base for doing the shopping, but the delivery only is basically in half, $7 to $3.50 now. So hopefully it doesn't go too much lower. The great thing about not the great thing about them cutting the rates, but is the tips. The tips make up a lot for these lower rates as far as delivery rates and base rates for shopping. But when the tips are not there, it's not that great. So it's kind of one of those things where you hope that you get many tips, and you're going to have some days and some weekends or some weeks that, it feels like almost everybody's tipping, and those are awesome days and awesome weeks. But then at the same time, a couple weeks ago, I worked a 6-hour shift on Saturday, not one tip. And then I worked another 6 shift the following day on Sunday, and I think I got like $20 in tips. So for the whole weekend, it was only like $20, which is not good. But then this past weekend, I got like $135 in tips, on the same basic 12 hours, right? So like I said, you're gonna have your good days and bad days, but lately, like I said, it's been seeming like it's I don't know if it's so much slowing down, or it's just they're onboarding a whole bunch of shoppers, and I guess we'll see as time time will tell basically the direction of what Instacart's going. So, but getting back to the point of the video, I just wanted to share with you guys, I got my first ever 5-star bonus, which is a $100 bonus added to your pay for being in the top 25% as far as customer rating in your zone. which, you know, after 4 months of doing this, I've never received this. So it was kind of a surprise. You know, I didn't see it on Sunday night or Monday morning when I looked at it. And then when I looked at it again on Monday evening, you know, I saw that an extra $100 on my pay, and I was like, what is this? And then I saw it was a 5-star bonus, so that's pretty awesome. So you get an extra $100. And I've had heard about this 5-star bonus, but it was nothing that I strived to get, or I didn't think I could. I didn't think it was achievable, just because I don't do Instacart full time like some people that put in, you know, 40, 50, 60 hours in the week. Like I said, I typically do anywhere between 10 to 15 hours per weekend, you know, and the norm is probably about 12 hours for the weekend. So I don't do it that often, so it wasn't something that I thought that I could get, just because I was under the impression that you got to do so many deliveries and so many batches. So, but I ended up getting it, so that was pretty awesome. I hope I can repeat that. So, with that being said, you know, for you guys that are doing Instacart in different markets, let me know your thoughts of what you think, as far as if you've been doing it for some time, if you've also seen, you know, the rates kind of dwindle down, or if you've seen a saturation of shoppers in your area, or, you know, any type of comments, questions, what have you. Just put them in the comments below, and I'll reply to them. So, hey guys, sorry about that. My camera just kind of shut down all of a sudden. So like I was saying about, you know, just leave comments in the section below. Like the video. Oh, and one more thing I forgot. I don't know if you noticed this new Instacart shirt. We just had our Instacart annual picnic, but it was the first ever, I guess, annual picnic that we had here in Houston this past Saturday, and we got these shirts, which is, I like it, really nice. I mean, it's not that bright green, and it's also like 65% polyester, which is good, especially on these warm days here in Houston where it's nice and humid. Alright guys, so take care, and I'll see you on the next one.